Hi, Marilyn here, back with Saturday Sampler November. Again, we're doing corners and sashings, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the piecing. Bingley and I here, right, Bingley? Okay, he's always here helping me quilt. So, it's, as I was saying earlier, it's really easy piecing. It's just strips, no points this time. And this is a sashing that again goes on the outside of our quilt. And this is what's connecting those stars on the outside round. Okay, so we've cut our 4 fabrics, and now we're just ready to piece our first sashing strips. And you're going to have, so you've cut 16 of these sets, so you're going to have obviously 16 of these. And you have to watch your color placement. So you're going to follow this color order. I've pieced one set already. So now the key is put out your stars, okay? Because you really had to watch the color placement on your stars. But if you made an artistic decision and your color placement switched, put that out and change this color placement because they have to match, all right? So the little color placement that you have in your piece stars need to match the color placement in your sashing. So if that got changed, then change the placement of these. Okay, it doesn't matter. The only one that's going to know the change is you. But make sure that they match. Okay, but we're going to go along with what the pattern says, assuming that our stars look correct. So what you're going to do is you're going to take these colors, fabrics 14, 5, 10, and 12, and that's the order. You're going to take your fabric 5 strip and you're going to add it to a 14. So here's our fabric 14 added to our 5. You're going to be pressing towards the 5. So I'm going to press this way. And then once I press that, I'm going to add a fabric 10 strip right here, our green, press towards the green. And then when I'm all done with that, and actually it says, and then add your 10. And then it says press the 10 open. I don't. I press them all to one side. Okay. And then add a fabric 12, and then you're going to be pressing that one towards a fabric 10. Okay. So I have them all pressed. Okay. I don't press any open. I press them all to one side. So I have these all pressed together, and then I do take my ruler, and I take one side of my ruler and I measure, usually not off the bottom, but off a couple of the seams, and I'll square up one edge. And then if you have a large ruler, I have a large ruler, I can measure out what is 13.5 inches. I'll turn it and then I'll square up and I'll cut off 13.5 inches. So you'll do that for all your segments, and you should have 16, 8.5 inches this way by 16.5 inches this way. 16.5, okay? All right, I'm sorry, 13.5 inches. 16, 8.5 by 13.5, okay? 16 of those. All right, so we're done with that. Now you're gonna make the corner unit. So you're gonna set these up in this fashion, okay? This is your colorway with all these units, and if you're paying close attention, that colorway that corner should match, well, when I turn it and piece it, it will match this turn right there. There it is pieced, and that makes the turn, okay? So there's my corner right there, okay? And so I'm going to lay these out. I'm going to piece this just in the order that shows you right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's my piecing, just those together. Add 3, add this 4, and I'm always pressing towards the piece that I just added. So this is 3, and then I press towards 3, add 4, press towards 4, add 5, press towards 5, add 6, press towards 6, and then add 7, press towards 7, and that's my corner unit, okay? And you need to have 4 of these made, all right? And each corner block should measure, when you're finished, 8.5 inches, okay? And then that's going to be your corner, and you obviously need 4 of those. So when you're finished, you have your 4 corner blocks, and this is the layout here. So you have 2 each of the side and tops, and it will show you here so that you have a sashing star, sashing star, sashing star for 2 of those, and then you also have a unit with a corner block on each side. Okay, so that is your setup here, and follow that along, and you're ready to put that on the outside of your quilt all the way around. So you should have your center pieced, and but you aren't actually ready to piece it yet, because before we do that, we have one inner border to put on the quilt. So you can't really add that yet. That's going to be next month. We'll be putting on an inner border, and then actually we have another inner border. We have 2 inner borders and then an outer border to add. So I'll see you next month in December. Thanks.